I can't believe what I'm about to say to you.
I can't believe it.
Some restaurants may use a, quote, sizzle sauce, a mixture of oil and soy sauce to enhance the sizzle.
Oh,
They're fucking lying.
You gotta eat in this Pokemon world. I choose you, the greatest podcast of them all. I choose you.
I had fajitas last night. They were very good. They tasted nice. They were very quiet when I got them.
Man, send them back.
Throw it in the trash, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have brought your little microphone to give us a sample.
Or your decibel meter. You're like, this is not loud enough.
My dB meter would have been like fucking off the charts in the other direction. It would be so quiet. It absorbs sound. It's like the room that's so quiet that you go insane if you go inside it.
Man.
I want to, the next time we go to Gabriel's, and I will fucking blast that shitty-ass restaurant every time I can. I bring my own blowtorch. And I just
Like,
fucking
let's get
light
these
that shit
things
up.
sizzling again.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing about the fajitas I had yesterday. It was on a regular plate.
That's where they went
can't-
wrong. Yeah.
They can't do... That's just a deconstructed, like, Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Just got peppers and steak slices. What the fuck is that?
I mean, that's what it was. Again, it was very good. Like, I enjoyed my meal
Jeremy,
a lot.
don't say that.
So for all you know, they just painted on the grill marks and put it in the microwave and just fucking served it to you like
Yeah,
it was
that,
Applebee's.
Was this at Chili's? Yeah.
No, it was at my beloved Harry's Roadhouse in Santa Fe.
Wow.
I don't know. I had a mango margarita with it as well. It was delicious. I don't know.
So you're already sloshed by the time you got
Yeah,
there.
I
You
was
weren't even paying
fucking
attention to how
wasted.
loud it
Was
was.
so drunk you
because-
couldn't even hear. Yeah.
Yeah, it was my ears were ringing from the alcohol.
It's like ordering, like, oh, can I get, like, an ice cream and a waffle cone? And then they gave it to you on a dish. That's not what it is.
Yeah.
It's like if they give you an ice cream sundae on a plate. You can't do that. That's against the law.
You can't.
You know what was funny? As I was eating my fajitas, I was thinking the whole time Ian would hate me right now.
And you know what, Jeremy? I felt a little bit of hate yesterday, and I was like,
Ian's hate
there's a
transcends
disturbance.
space and time.
Yeah, at 7:30 p.m., Ian like sat up straight. He was like reading a book, and he threw it across the room. And it's like hate has infested me at this moment. Fajitas.
The sound of a 1,000 steak slices and peppers was just silenced all at once.
Yeah.
Man, do you think Denis Villeneuve should do like his next movie should be like Chili's the movie?
Yeah,
And
instead of Dune 3, it's
and
Chili's.
man, the sound design would be incredible.
Yeah, and it's just 3 hours of like steak sizzling, and it's like so loud that like the seats start shaking, kind of situation.
I need to like unsoil the name of Chili's because at least they have the right mind. I know if I order fajitas there, it's microwaved for sure, but at least a microwave can get the shit hot enough.
Yeah.
Well, my fajitas were hot. They were quite hot. Like I couldn't
disagree.
touch them with my hand.
I disagree.
They weren't hot enough to sizzle.
They were hot enough to like hurt, like you didn't want to like touch it with your hands, kind of situation. The plate was hot,
Not
but
that
it wasn't
hot.
like a skillet.
There's something to the skillet where like it's parabolic in nature and like reflects the sizzle at right.
Okay, so Evan, we were talking about
Yeah.
this on a previous episode, but because of the, all of this, the tariffs, the trade war, right? Like iron is actually going to be one of the few substances that we can probably rely on for steady economic reliance, right?
Hold on
But
to your cast
this-
iron pans, everybody.
Exactly. This also leads into the fajita narrative, which is that we're not getting rid of any iron. And we can use that for our fajitas.
Are you saying we're gonna start going to like making our own fajitas at home?
I think it's going to become more of a common thing as a cost saving measure.
Yeah.
Right.
2020 was the year of the sourdough bread. 2025 is the year of fajitas at home.
Homemade fajitas.
Right. Exactly. No longer will people be buying stainless steel pots anymore to make various other foods. They will only be consuming iron cookware.
I see.
If I may, I did look up what makes fajitas sizzle.
And is it the heat or the oil or whatever?
There's 3 components here. High heat,
Yep.
moisture content, because the sizzle is actually the rapid
Water.
boiling of the water content inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the third, and this is fucking. I can't believe what I'm about to say to you.
Can't believe it.
Some restaurants may use a quote sizzle sauce, a mixture of oil and soy sauce to enhance the sizzle.
Oh,
They're fucking lying.
Wow.
And I'm torn because on the one hand, it's like, I want the waiter to put it down at sizzling, and they look at me, and I look at them. They're like, and yes, they're natural, they're real.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, what if I just bring my own the next time I go to Gabriel's and I make direct eye contact and I just take off the lid and dump the whole fucking thing?
That is kind of wild, though. Like, you might have to do a whole like reevaluation of your values. Now that you know that there's a secret third thing that makes it sizzle, because like maybe it's not as an authentic experience. Actually, like when else in the real world do you see marinated steak flakes not even see them, hear them sizzling like that? It's very rare, and
It's just another example of global warming taking everything. Like,
True.
you don't hear the birds singing, the sky isn't as blue.
And the steak stops sizzling. The fajitas are quieter because of climate change, because the ambient air temperature is just a little too hot for the differential between the plate and the ambient air temperature for it enough to be sizzling.
Evan, I'd like to propose our next short film together, which is called All, in parentheses, Fajitas, Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, yes. Incredible. I mean,
It talks about how war and global warming is destroying the naturally occurring phenomenon.
narrated by
fajitas.
David Chang.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm in.
Supersize me, but about fajitas.
Oh,
Super quiet me.
I can only eat fajitas for 30 days.
And then you'd die sooner than that guy who ate McDonald's did.
Yeah. And
well, as long as he didn't have a drinking problem.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You could do the you could be like, every time you order a fajita, they don't ask this though. You could be like, they're like, do you want it to make it extra sizzling or whatever? It's not a thing they ask, but you have to say yes.
Or do we frame it less of like woke documentary, more of like It's a Wonderful Life, where it's like every time a fajita sizzles, an angel gets its wings.
Oh shit! And you got to like prevent yourself from killing yourself because you owe so much money, and you end up making your fajita sizzle just right.
Instead of a bank closing down, it's a Mexican restaurant running out of cast iron skillets. Like there's a skillet run because of the trade wars, and you need to go in and protect them.
I'm imagining like, I almost said Inception. What's the Matthew McConaughey space movie?
Oh, Interstellar.
Interstellar. It's like, this little maneuver just cost us 50 decibels of fajita sounds. And then at the end, instead of like, oh yeah, we gotta like recreate life, it's like, instead of like just, isn't it, they open up the ship and that's just like wall to wall like human sperm or whatever.
That's not how that movie is, but it's okay.
You open it up and it's just sliced steak and
Yeah.
peppers.
Man.
Well, I'd imagine that movie starts and it's like, the environment's collapsing and we can't grow anything anymore, and we need to go to another planet. And apparently in Interstellar, but with fajitas, they need to go to another planet because it's just too fucking quiet here now.
A Quiet Place.
Yes.
Oh.
That's what A Quiet Place prequel is
Oh
about.
no, A Quiet Place 3, someone sizzling up fajitas and that's how they get got.
Quiet Place, fajitas.
Yes, for 3 days.
Oh.
I've
All right, we
got
can
I've
move
got
on.
a couple more. I've got a
Sold.
couple more. So The Martian, except he makes fajitas with his own human shit.
Yeah, and he grows a fajita.
And that one scene in Alien Romulus where the spaceship hits all the space debris and stuff, but instead of being totally silent, you just hear fajita sounds.
Yes.
Yes.
Is not your car being hit by tiny rocks kind of the same as the sizzling of a fajita?
True.
Opening scene. Television that's just static, and you hear and as it zooms out, you see that it's actually muted, and there's a plate of fajitas.
I think here's what we do: static,
Yes.
and then the screen's turned off, but you still hear the sizzle.
There it is. And it's the reflection of me in my
Yeah.
underwear eating fajitas.
Yes.
bear
to that.
skin next to the fajitas.
It's the only way I can feel anymore.
There you go.